Good day, everyone. I'm Regine B. Baranda.
Hi, my name is Kishalea Babela from BPED 3B.
Good day, everyone. I am Maria Trishmi Baldumaro from BPED 3B.
Good day, everyone. I am John Ludwig Jones.
And we are the Group 2. And we're going to discuss the Unit 3, Authentic Assessment Tools.
At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to, first is to identify the three modes of assessment tools used in authentic assessment, create samples of authentic assessment tools, and last is to manifest expertise in crafting authentic assessment tools.
As we all know, traditional assessments like tests and quizzes have been the norm in our school for decades. However, these methods only measure a student's ability to memorize information and regurgitate it on a piece of paper. They don't necessarily measure a student's ability to apply that knowledge in real-life situations. And that's where authentic assessment tools come in. These methods measure a student's knowledge and skills in a way that reflects a real-world situations and tasks. They aim to provide a more accurate representation of what a student knows and can do, rather than simply measuring their ability to memorize information for a test. So why are authentic assessment tools so important? Well, for one, they provide a more accurate representation of a student's abilities, which can be used to tailor instruction to meet their individual needs. Additionally, these methods offer students an opportunity to showcase their creativity and unique talents, which may not be reflected in traditional assessments. Authentic assessment makes use of three modes of assessments. The first one here is observations. One type of authentic assessment tool is observations, where the teacher collects information about a student's progress through daily work and activities. These observations may include the date, as well as the notes about the student's performance and any areas of strength or weaknesses. By observing students in their natural learning environment, teachers can gain valuable insights into their abilities and tailor their instruction to meet their individual needs. The next one here is performance samples, which are tangible results that demonstrate student achievement. These samples could be a wide range of things, such as written essays, a project, a presentation, or even a physical object. By showcasing their work, students can demonstrate their understanding of a particular topic or concept. By incorporating performance samples into the assessment process, teachers can gain a more comprehensive understanding of their students' strengths and areas for improvement. The last one here is tests and measures. Tests and measures are a type of assessment tool used to evaluate a student's actual performance at a specific time and place. These assessments typically involve administering a set of questions or tests of students to measure their understanding of a particular topic or concept. Tests and measures may be given in a variety of formats such as multiple choice, short answer, or essay questions. They can also be administered through online platforms or in person. The results of tests and measures provide teachers with valuable information about the student's level of knowledge and understanding at a particular point in time. This information can be used to identify areas where a student may need additional support or to evaluate the effectiveness of instruction. To make observation-based assessment efficient and impartial, Diane Hart in 1994 suggested these guidelines. First, observe not only one but all students. So, why is it important to observe not only one but all students? Well, for one, this approach provides a more accurate representation of the classroom as a whole. It allows teachers to identify trends and patterns in student performance, which can inform their teaching practices. Additionally, observing all students ensures that each student is given equal attention and consideration. It helps teachers identify any students who may be struggling or falling behind and provide them with the support they need to succeed. The second one here is observation must be as frequent and as regular as possible. Frequent observations provide teachers with valuable feedback on the effectiveness of their teaching strategies. They can use this information to refine their teaching methods and improve their ability to support their students. The third one here is observations must be recorded in writing. Writing down observations in a clear and organized manner ensures that they can be reviewed and analyzed over time. And then the fourth point is observations should cover both routine and exceptional occurrences to gain a comprehensive understanding of a student's progress. Routine occurrences are the everyday activities that students engage in, such as class discussion, independent work, or group projects. Exceptional occurrences are the more unique or unexpected events that may occur, such as a student struggling with a particular concept or demonstrating an unexpected skill. For example, a teacher who is observing their students during a group project. Routine occurrences may include observing students as they collaborate and communicate with their group members. And then, exceptional occurrences may include observing a student who takes on a leadership role or demonstrate a particular strong skill in a certain area. And then, lastly, reliability of observation records is enhanced if multiple observations are gathered and synthesized. When it comes to assessing student progress, relying on single observation can be unreliable. Factors such as biases, the timing of the observations of the student's current state can all impact the accuracy of the assessment by gathering and synthesizing multiple observations. However, a more accurate and reliable assessment can be made. For example, a teacher wants to assess a student's reading ability. A single observation of the student reading a single passage may not provide a complete picture of the student's reading ability. However, by observing the student multiple times across different passages and different contexts, a more comprehensive understanding of their reading ability can be gained.
Hi, my name is Keisha Lea Babela from BPED 3B. So today, I will deliver to you the examples of observation-based assessment tools. So we have the developmental checklist and the interview sheets. So what is developmental checklist? So developmental checklist is part of observation tools that requires the teacher's recorder to describe the traits on learning behaviors being assessed. So this is an example of developmental checklist. we have the individual and group developmental checklist. So educators mostly use this tool to record what they have observed about their student. And also, the purpose of this developmental checklist is that you can see as a teacher if your student is developing as what you have expected. So next, we have the interview sheets. So interview sheets is an observation tool which is also called a conference recording form. So this is an example of interview sheet. So interview sheet is a piece of paper that is used by an interviewer and consists of questions that the teacher intended to ask and then a space provided for the student's answer.
Good day everyone, I am Maria Tricia Baldumaro from BPED 3B, and the topic that I will going to tackle is about performance assessment tools. Portfolio systematic collection of a learner work such as written assignments, drafts, artwork, and presentations that represent competencies, exemplary work, or the learner's developmental progress. It can be as simple as a folder of these pieces of evidence, as fancy as a net scrapbook containing evidence of a student's accomplishment, written works, and pictures of student activities and accomplishments. So, a portfolio is a collection of student work that shows their progress, strength, and achievements over time. This can include things like essay, artwork, and presentations nga demonstrates ang ila skills kag knowledge. So, it can be simple as a folder or as fancy as a scrapbook. And basically, it is a way for students to showcase their best work and to show how they have grown and improved over time. So next we have the portfolio that serves the following purposes. First, we have the teacher can assess the growth and development of student at various levels. So, assessment of student growth and development, the portfolio allows teachers to evaluate some progress ng student in various areas such as academic performance, social skills, kag personal growth. So, by collecting samples of student work and reflections over time, teachers can identify areas kung diin ang student na grown and ang areas where they may need a further support. Next, we have the parents are informed of the progress of the children in school. So, communication with parents. The portfolio serves as means of communication between sang teacher kag parents, providing regular updates on the student progress and giving parents a deeper understanding of their child's strength, challenges, and learning style. So, makahelp ini to build a partnership between home kag school, leading to be a better support for the student academic kag personal growth. And the last, we have the instructional supervisors are able to evaluate the strength and weaknesses of the academic program. So, evaluation of academic programs. Portfolio can provide instructional supervisors with a valuable tool to evaluate the effectiveness of academic program. So, by analyzing some student work and reflecting on instructional practices, supervisors can identify areas where the program is successful and the areas where improvements can be made. This leads to a more effective and targeted approach to instruction and makabulig to ensure that the students are receiving the best possible education. Next, what can be included on a portfolio? So, portfolio can include essays, videotapes, artwork, audio tapes, conference note, group reports, compact disc, graphs and charts, pictures, and field reports. And that's all for my discussion.
Good day everyone, I am John Luis Jones and I was assigned to discuss about performance assessment tools. Okay, so let's start. Student achievements at a specific place and time are actual student performance that deserve to be assessed. Okay, so ang mga student na naka-perform sa achievements sa tsaktong oras na ginhatag sa ila is need sila surion or reviewon, no? And assessing student achievements allows educators and institutions to evaluate the progress and learning outcomes of students and provides valuable information for making informed decisions about their education. Okay? And one of the most frequently used measurements instruments is the checklist. So a performance checklist consists of a list of behaviors that make up a certain type of performance. So pag ginhambal na checklist, muna siya ang listahan sa performance or behavior sa mga estudyante. A checklist is a simple and effective way to evaluate and document student performance based on specific criteria or skills, no? And an example here is checklist for using a microscope, preparing a letter, solving mathematics performance, and etc. Okay, so another example here is performance checklist in solving a mathematical problem. So, di ba sa mathematics, there are some steps in solving a problem, right? May step 1, step 2, step 3. So, tanan ina nga steps, ibutang mo sa checklist mo. Kung ang estudyante mo, naubra niya ang mga steps ka ina, chikan mo ina, no? So, kung may mistake man ang estudyante mo, you put an X. So, mabalaan mo dira kung may sala ang estudyante mo, kung may steps siya sa form mo o sa checklist mo na wala na naubra. Okay? So, another step-by-step process for solving a mathematical problem is this behavior. So, number 1 identifies the given information. Number 2 identifies what is being asked. Number 3 uses variables to replace the unknown. Number 4 formulates the equations. 5 performs algebraic operations. 6 obtains an answer. And 7 verifies if the answer is correct. Okay, so kung nasunod inatanan sang student mo, you put a check. So kung may nalaktawan sa you put an X. Or pwede man nga blankuhan mo lang. So it depends on you, no? So by following this behavior systematically, individuals can effectively approach mathematical problem solving. So that's it, and that's all for today. We hope that you learned a lot from our discussion today. Thank you for listening and have a great day.